In this video, we're going to talk about how you can use AI to help plan and script your YouTube videos, allowing you to create more content, get more views and subscribers, build that brand following, and take over the world. Just kidding, AI is not there yet. I hope. My name is Anthony Gallo from ContentCreator.com, and before you ask, no, this video was not written by AI. Like many of the videos on this channel, I came up with the idea, I scripted it out word for word, I loaded that script on my teleprompter and hit record. That is my process because I love it and it works for me. But I also realize many people out there may have the goal of starting a YouTube channel, but they struggle with the planning process. They just don't know what ideas to do, what to build a channel around. They don't know how to script videos. All of those problems can really be solved, or at least helped tremendously, by using modern AI tools. AI can help you come up with your ideas. It can help you write a bullet point list to help guide you through your presentation, or you can even use it to help write out a word-for-word script like you can read from a teleprompter. Now, it's honestly hard to believe those words are coming out of my mouth right now. Rewind the clock a few short months, and I was the definition of an old dog resisting to learn any new tricks. I thought AI was a total gimmick, incapable of coming up with anything outside of super generic, boring, and plagiarized content. And then, all of a sudden, something happened that completely shifted my perspective. For those of you who don't know, outside of running this YouTube channel, my video production company, and our educational course business, ContentCreator.com, I also invest in real estate with my business partner, Paul Xavier. Last year, we purchased a car wash in Asheville, North Carolina. And after a few months of running the business, we fell in love with it. And we're actually under contract right now to buy 2 more car washes in Asheville. So if you're in North Carolina and you got a dirty car, I'm your guy. Either way, with this expansion, we've been faced with rebranding all of the car washes to keep everything consistent across all the different locations. So a new business name, a new description of all the wash packages, text and marketing content on the websites, stuff like that. Now, there are so many good names for car washes. You've got Squeaky Clean, Scrub-a-Dub, Quick Quack, Bubble Buddies. It's the perfect business for infusing stupid comedy into your marketing, which I really like. But unfortunately for us, every name that we've been coming up with is already taken by like big chains. And we spent a very long time thinking and searching the internet for names. Eventually, it just felt like we were wasting our own time. I hit a point where I was so completely brain fried that I just said, F it, let's see what ChatGPT can come up with. I logged into the free account that I had created months ago when it first came out, but never really used it. And I typed, give me a list of 10 animal-related car wash business names. See, Paul has 2 really cute dogs, and pro marketing tip for you, it's always good to include animals in your marketing, so we figured maybe we'll have a dog-themed car wash. ChatGPT spit out some pretty standard stuff. I honestly thought some were witty and maybe had potential, but most of them were a little strange, super generic, or they had already been taken by big chains. Let's try one more time though, but now remove the animals. Give me 15 creative car wash business names. Okay, Auto Shine Auto Spa, Spotless Solutions Car Wash, Bubble Bliss Car Wash, not bad, but not great. And then I saw it, the Car Wash Wizards. Immediately, I had like hundreds of ideas come to my head. I pictured commercials of us wearing Gandalf costumes, magically waving wands and cleaning cars. Our slogan reads, your car will be so clean, it'll feel like magic. We could even name our car wash packages after like wizarding spells or other terms. I was sold instantly. Score 1 for ChatGPT. After checking online, I found out that the domains were still available. And in the US, there was like 1 or 2 other magic-related car washes, but for the most part, no big chains had taken any of these names. So pretty awesome, but I wasn't done with AI just yet. I wanted to see if it could do more. Come up with a 4-tier naming sequence for 4 different levels of car wash packages. In seconds, it had written out a pretty decent hierarchy of different wash packages a person could buy. Okay, now repeat the same 4 packages, but in the theme of wizards. Enchanting Sparkle, Mystic Shine, Supreme Sorcery. It even wrote paragraph-long descriptions of each freaking wash package. Okay, ChatGPT, now relate them back to Harry Potter. This is where like my mind was blown. Wash package number 1. Hogwarts Express, which is super impressive. Most car wash companies call their lowest package Express Wash because it's fast, it doesn't use all of the soaps. The fact that ChatGPT kind of knows that already and incorporated Express into it Love that. We've got Gleaming Gryffindor, which is amazing. I kind of want that for my car. Up next, we have Wizarding Wonders. If you read the description, it actually says that it makes your car so clean you'll think it just rolled out of the room of requirements, which when you think about it, I don't know how that relates to the cleanliness of your car. That room was kind of disorganized, but either way, I'm all for it. Okay, so long story aside, and I promise we're gonna talk about using this tool for YouTube videos in just a moment. What this whole thing did was reframe my perspective on AI. This tool helped us accomplish in minutes what we were previously wasting hours trying to do. It also gave us an insane amount of inspiration for future ideas. Ideas that no longer need to just come entirely out of our own heads. We can just take the ideas, modify them, and build up from there. And then lastly, it condensed what would have been 1 to 2 hours of marketing copywriting into minutes, where now all I have to do is modify the text into my own words rather than, again, come up with all of it from scratch. So it's definitely not an all-knowing Terminator machine capable of doing all of your work for you, but it's also not a laughable gimmick that only spits out nonsensical copied content. And ever since this instance with the car wash, I've really kind of looked at AI as a more impressive tool and integrated it into my own workflow. What I've come to realize is that AI is a tool that when used correctly, and that's key, it can massively expedite the creative process by filling the gaps when your brain just can't fill the gap, when it can't do any more thinking. And if you get really good at using the right prompts, it can provide a ton of extra wind in your sails, helping you get to the finish line without having to push anywhere near as hard as if you were rowing all by yourself. Okay, analogies aside, let's start applying this same process to planning and scripting YouTube videos. Now, there are a ton of extremely valuable AI tools out right now, and there's more coming out every single day. Some are free, some cost monthly subscriptions, but to keep this as straightforward as possible and as free as possible, we're gonna do everything using ChatGPT, which I honestly think is all you need. Let's imagine that you are 100% new to YouTube. You know you wanna create a channel, but you have no idea what type of content you wanna create. ChatGPT can help with all of this. Give me a list of 10 popular YouTube niches that I could create a channel on with no prior experience. All right, gaming is pretty good. It's a huge market for sure, and pretty much anyone can pick up a video game console and start playing. But I would argue you probably need to get pretty good at the games in order to really start building up an audience. Beauty and makeup is solid, but I personally have no interest in it, so we'll skip that for now. Plus, I think you might need to have some skill to be good at makeup. Travel is good, unless you live in a super boring place. You could just create content about places around the world. You don't need to actually travel to them. Anyways, health and fitness is good. Do-it-yourself projects are fun. Fashion. Okay, personal development is something that I love and I could personally talk about forever. So we're just gonna roll with that for now. Can you expand on the niche of personal development? What are some popular video topics that I could create content on within that niche? Okay, now this is where I find AI to be the most helpful. Simply coming up with tons of ideas. Any one of these ideas could be the spark that greenlights tons of other video ideas that truly do come from your own head, but you kind of need to see this first. If you were to go down this route of creating a personal development channel, you could constantly come back and revisit this one list and almost have a never-ending list of new videos that you can create just off this. Also, I want to add, if you already have a niche, this is the prompt that you would want to start with. Ask ChatGPT to come up with popular video ideas for your niche. But obviously we're not just looking for ideas here. I want AI to do a lot more heavy lifting for me. So my personal process for creating content on YouTube is to first come up with the title that I think would stop the scroll and get a person's eyes to perk up. Or I'll come up with a title that is highly searchable, kind of focusing on keywords that I think people are gonna type in. Either way, I wanna make sure I nail down a title and then I'll start structuring the outline or the script from there. Okay, so here we go. Can you expand on number 2? What are some video title ideas for this particular point? Okay, so here it looks like ChatGPT didn't fully get what I was asking. I wanted video titles only for number 2, but it looks like it just created one title for each item on the list. So let's see if we can give a more refined prompt here. Can you give me 5 more video title ideas associated with number 2? Morning rituals. Dang, okay. All of these look pretty good, to be honest. And in the future, if this first video does well, we could come back to it knowing that this list has some energy to it and use these other titles and create more videos. But for now, I think I will run with title number 5, Transform Your Mornings, Step-by-Step Guide to a Productive Day. Everybody loves morning routines. Let's keep diving deeper though. Can you write a bullet point outline for a YouTube video with the following title? Transform Your Mornings, Step-by-Step Guide to a Productive Day. The key here is to just go one level deeper with each new prompt. We don't want to just say, write a whole freaking script for this one video, because ChatGPT doesn't know enough about the topic yet. It doesn't know kind of what we're looking for. And remember, ChatGPT remembers what you type in. So with each new prompt, we're feeding it more and more info, pushing it in the direction that we actually want it to go. So first, I want a rough outline. This way I can evaluate the general flow of the video, and if ChatGPT flew off the handles, we can reel it back with more detailed prompts. Honestly, reading through this though, I'm once again pretty impressed with the logic behind this outline. I mean, it even starts by saying a proper morning routine starts the night before. This is actually something I always stress to students in our online courses at contentcreator.com when they ask me what my personal routine is. Because for me, it starts the night before. I have this little notebook, which is actually on my desk, and I'll write down the 3 main things I want to accomplish tomorrow so that I can wake up and just attack the day, which clearly isn't that unique or special of me because AI was able to come up with it, or they're listening, which I'm going to try not to think about. Either way, pretty happy with this outline. I'm sure I could improve on it if I just sat and stared at it and tried to refine it. But for the most part, for this video, I'm very happy with it. Now, moving on here, we have a few different options, and it all depends on the way you like recording your videos. When I first started creating content of myself on camera, I sucked at just talking off script to a camera. I would ramble way too much. And if I ever made a mistake, even if I was almost at the end of the video, it would totally throw me off and I would basically restart the whole video, which is a huge waste of time. It would take me forever to record just one piece of content, which is not productive. So my solution was to just do a ton of research beforehand, script out the entire video word for word, load it up on a teleprompter, and read exactly what I wrote, kind of like having the guides up on a bowling alley to make sure you stay on the right path. I grew to like this style so much that it's still what I do for 70 to 85% of my content, especially for the content in our online courses, because I want those to be as straightforward, to the point, and fast as possible so people can get through them and get the result super fast. Eventually though, I would say I got better at just talking to a camera, in which case, for that style, I actually would just write a bullet point list of all the topics I know I want to hit on. I'll hit record and just reference the list as I go, reminding me of what I want to say, and record the video. If you're capable of this, now that you have the bullet point outline, thanks to ChatGPT, you can literally take what you have, read it over a few times, see if you want to jot any notes down underneath the bullets to kind of guide in the presentation. Maybe you could do a little research just to be more confident on the topic, and then you're literally good to go. As you record, you'll just talk into the camera, and every once in a while, stop, take a deep breath, look at the actual outline you have, and continue talking. Now, on the other hand, if you're like me when I started and you value a word-for-word script, we got to keep going because we need more content. Okay, can you write a word-for-word intro to this video that captures the audience's attention quickly? The intro is one of the most important parts of the video because it reminds the viewer of why they're here and convinces them to keep watching more, which is important for the algorithm. So we really want to crush this part in our video and make it as exciting as possible. Now, ChatGPT did a pretty decent job here as well. It focuses on a relatable series of problems, which is good. It outlines that the solution is developing a solid morning routine. And then it goes on to say exactly what you're going to learn in this video, which is a common strategy most big YouTubers actually do in their intros. And I'm not a big YouTuber, but that's what I did in this intro as well. So overall, pretty solid. You would want to, at this point, come in and maybe modify a few of the words to make it feel natural as to what you would say. But I'm going to give ChatGPT a B+ for the time being. Can you write a follow-up paragraph outlining the benefits of starting each day with a consistent morning routine as it relates to our ability to start and grow profitable businesses? So I honestly just want to see here if ChatGPT can focus in on one more subset of this audience. And reading through again, I'm pretty impressed with the output. Although I will say it sounds maybe a little too vanilla and stiff. If you want to read exactly what it wrote, I'll let you pause the video, but let's see if we can spice it up. Can you rewrite that paragraph in a tone that is 15% more informal. Okay, not bad. Part of me feels like the AI read a book that teaches boomers how to sound like millennials, but at the same time, I think that because I actually know it was written by a robot. You know what, let's actually put this to the test though. I will copy and paste this, put it up on a teleprompter, I'll hit record, you tell me how it sounds. Come on, there we go. All right. All right, my fellow entrepreneurs and go-getters, let's talk about the secret sauce to kickstarting your profitable business, a rock-solid morning routine. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. When you nail that morning routine, you're setting yourself up for success right from the get-go. We're talking laser-like focus, killer productivity, and sharper decision-making skills. It's like giving yourself a power boost. Plus, you get to squeeze in some self-improvement time. Think meditation, a quick workout, or diving into a motivating book. With a solid morning routine, you will feel like the captain of your own ship, ready to conquer any challenges that come your way. So buckle up, my friend, because your mornings are about to become the secret weapon that takes your business to the next level. That felt pretty good coming out of the old windpipe, but you let me know in the comments below, can AI content sound natural? Did the delivery I just did sound good? Or did it sound like a Terminator was speaking to you? And while you're down there, shameless plug, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, that would be great. We'll keep pumping out more trainings. Okay, we've got 2 intro paragraphs though. Let's keep going and see what ChatGPT can do. Can you expand on this point you made earlier? V for 5, nourishing your body, healthy breakfast choices. Can you turn this bullet point into a paragraph for a YouTube script? Bada bing, bada boom, looking pretty good. We've got overnight oats, homemade smoothies, make it nutrient dense but fast, lots of other options as well. I'm good with this. Now, I am curious what my amazing mother would think because she is a licensed dietitian and she probably hates robots too, so who knows? Okay, so obviously you would take this, modify it slightly to sound more like it's coming out of your own vocabulary, but from there, the process would be pretty much the same for all the other body paragraphs in this outline. If you feel like ChatGPT doesn't produce something along the lines of what you were thinking, let it know exactly what you were thinking. Try to refine it, put those guidelines up, make them a little tighter, and just continue working with the actual AI here. That's how you get it to do better. Now, once you run through and do all of the body paragraphs, the next big focus would be the outro. Can you write an outro paragraph for this YouTube video we've been working on, where you re-emphasize the value of developing a great morning routine, thank the viewers for watching, and ask them to subscribe. Key, always ask them to subscribe, which you should do right now. I don't know if it's just me, but I love watching how fast it writes. I always picture like a little robot in there typing. Man, that sounds like something I would have written. I mean, granted, writing an outro paragraph, I guess it's not like the most unique thing in the world. We all do it kind of the same, but that is pretty dang good. I really like it. And with that, you pretty much have it. This is exactly how you can use free AI tools to carry a lot of the weight when you are planning YouTube videos, or really any type of content you can use this process for. Now, full disclosure, obviously AI is going to be really good with certain topics and probably struggle a little bit with more like modern cutting edge things that there just isn't that much info out there on the internet. So keep that in mind. The more established your topic is, the more weight AI will be able to carry for you. Versus on the other hand, if it's really cutting edge, you can use AI to help, but you're probably gonna have to still do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I would also say, I'm sure many of you know this, or at least are thinking it, most big YouTubers, they're not doing this, right? They're not having AI write out their whole videos, but it is a tool that I imagine more big YouTubers are using in their workflow, and it's gaining popularity and it's only getting better. So that use case is only going to grow over time. Now, for those of you still wondering, I don't think any big name YouTubers or huge content creators are using AI to write all of their front-facing video content on their platform, at least not yet. Right now, to truly grow an audience online, especially on YouTube, I think you need creative and unique content that comes out of your brain. But with that being said, there's a spectrum, and you can lean into these tools to help do a little of the heavy lifting, or you can do it all yourself, or you can just use it to come up with ideas. Either way, I would say this is a super valuable tool. It is not the gimmick that I thought it was when it first came out. We have a big team at contentcreator.com, and so many of them are using AI to aid in day-to-day tasks, get basic idea boards out, which allow them to then accomplish their goals much faster. And for the most part, ChatGPT is doing a lot of it. I don't think you need to pay for tons and tons of tools right now. Again, especially if you're just getting started. But the real purpose of this video was to help people in the getting started phases realize the potential that AI can play in helping them get their channel off the ground. Now, one thing that AI cannot do, at least yet, is actually shoot and edit professional looking videos, which is a shame because no matter how well planned and written your content is, it still needs to look good. Now, in case you're not aware, at contentcreator.com, we actually have an online course called 14-Day Filmmaker, and it's helped over 85,000 students learn everything there is to know about shooting and editing professional content for YouTube, social media, commercials for their brand, pretty much any application of video content. The program only costs $48, but in 14 days, you will learn all of the proper video settings, what the best gear is for the type of content that you want to shoot, how to professionally light scenes, record high quality audio, viral storytelling tactics. We also cover the best editing programs, both free and paid software, and we also cover some AI tools, and you will get tons of training videos on how to use those editing programs to create epic content no matter what your niche is. And what's even better is the fact that anyone who enrolls gets lifetime access to a smartphone specific version of the course and a pro camera version. This way you can get amazing cinematic results no matter what type of camera you currently have. Not to mention we also include tons of downloadable bonuses like sound effects, cheat sheets, editing guides, discounts on pro software that save you more than what our course costs. I even personally host a live Q&A call every single week within our students only community. The link to enroll in 14-Day Filmmaker is in the description beneath this video if you'd like to learn more and speed up your journey of becoming a content creator. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next video.